Today I'm taking you through exactly what I eat in a day as a nutritionist. Our family eats a fairly higher protein diet for the blood sugar stabilizing benefits, the body recomposition benefits, overall just feeling so great. But there's also so many different ways to eat higher protein, and some are definitely not very good for your body. What we do is focus on more of like a clean eating higher protein diet. That way we're getting the benefits of eating more protein, but also we get the health benefits, the micronutrient benefits of having high quality, more whole food products. So we have those long-term health benefits as well as the short-term ones too. Plus, if you've been following me for a while, you'll notice that in this What I Eat in a Day video, things have changed a little bit. So let's dive into it. My name's Autumn. I'm a certified clinical nutritionist with my master's nutrition human performance, and today's video is sponsored by Thrive Market. More on them in a bit. Okay, so typically before I eat anything, I go to the gym. I like to be 100% fasted. I do not like to eat anything before going to the gym. It just makes me feel sick and gross and like I can't perform my best. Now this is totally abnormal, but today I actually did not go to the gym. Instead, I went on a walk with our dog Sophie, and that's because I'm signed up for Pilates later at lunch today. So I got about a 2-mile walk in with Sophie while Trevor, my husband, was back at the house and he was making food for our daughter Sage. Today he made her like this pancake that we make her where it's literally just banana with egg. And then we top it with skyr, which is an unsweetened higher protein yogurt. Give her some peanut butter for some fats, and then we give her some blueberries too. That's like one of her common breakfasts in the morning. And typically, because I usually am at the gym first thing in the morning, today I was walking, but Trevor usually makes our breakfast for us, which is super nice. He's just like chefing it up in the kitchen, making all these different things. For his breakfast, he makes our vanilla chocolate chip protein pancake. So it just uses my protein powder, eggs, banana, some zero sugar chocolate chips, and then Trevor loves the toppings. So he puts on the skyr yogurt and then a bunch of other little things, as you can probably see. Now, because I am pregnant currently, my breakfast has changed quite a bit. Typically in the past, I couldn't have eggs first thing in the morning. It would give me like a little bit of a stomach ache. But for some reason with this baby, all I want to have is eggs. However, if I just have eggs, then it will give me a little bit of a stomach ache. So the thing that has changed a little bit is that along with the 3 eggs that I'm having, I also have a slice of whole wheat sourdough. So I have been getting sourdough from a local baker, one that I know actually uses true slow fermentation. So it's going to be lower glycemic load and also actually go through that full fermentation. So it's easier to digest, easier to break down. When I have that bread, I don't have any gut issues. So I just have 1 slice of that so that I don't get like an upset stomach from just having eggs in the morning. And I have 3 eggs, and that's only 18 grams of protein. So usually we have about 30 to 50 grams of protein for each meal. So to counter this, I make sure to also have a cup of milk that I then put a scoop of our chocolate protein powder in. It tastes just like regular chocolate milk. It is so good. I love it. And that helps to bridge the gap. So I'm getting like 35-ish grams of protein with my first meal. Now on my toast, occasionally I'll add on a 0 added sugar chia jam. So typically I'll make my own, but I also found this one on Thrive Market that I really like. It's called, I think it's called Chia Smash, but I think they actually just changed their name to like Smash Foods. It's a really low sugar jam that's just made with like lemons, the fruit itself, some chia seeds, and then I think a little bit of dates. I don't use very much of it. I'll just like add a little bit at the end on the piece of toast that I don't end up using to go along with my eggs. That way I'm still keeping it low sugar. I'm using whole food ingredients, and even the bread is going to be a lower glycemic load option compared to other breads because it is naturally fermented. For my coffee, I love using the 1/3 caffeinated right now because I'm pregnant, but also I just find that I feel so much better and I get better sleep when I have the 1/3 caffeinated. I use purity coffee and I just use some milk right now in my coffee, and that's it. Typically this meal is around like 7:30 or 8. So since I am pregnant, I'm eating according to my hunger, which just naturally comes out to be about a 13 to 14 hour fast. And then along with my breakfast, I'll have my prenatals and some vitamin D. This breakfast keeps me so full and so satisfied. I don't get that energy crash, which is so perfect because right after this, I immediately go to start work. And since I am pregnant and I have a toddler and I run my own business, I am super busy. I need to make sure I'm really focused. And I do think having that higher protein, lower to medium glycemic load break fast or breakfast really helps me to keep that stable energy level so that I'm not hungry and thinking about food until lunchtime. And speaking of that chia jam, I actually found it with today's sponsor, Thrive Market. Thrive Market is a really awesome online membership-based grocery store, and they're on a mission to make healthy living as easy and accessible and affordable as possible. Plus, they're delivered directly to your door, which for myself as a mom, and I'm just super busy, this makes a huge difference for my daily schedule and saving time. And you can save on every order on high quality brands like that Smash Foods jam on Thrive's website or on its app. And if you happen to find the price lower someplace else, Thrive Market will match the price, always guaranteeing you the lowest price. Plus, orders over $49 have free shipping. And especially as a new mom, or if you just want to try and make healthier swaps for your family, it can be super overwhelming, but Thrive Market makes it easy because Thrive Market has the highest quality standards in the industry. You can shop Thrive Market's 100% non-GMO catalog with 1,000+ restricted ingredients from all of the products available on their site. You can even swap out the junk food for certified organic and non-toxic alternatives with Thrive Market's in-app barcode scanner, all while saving money in the process. And many of the items that I eat and that I'm sharing today can actually be found on Thrive Market to make getting enough protein into your diet super easy. And right now you can join Thrive Market today to get 30% off your first order, plus a free gift valued up to $60. So head over to thrivemarket.com/autumnbates for 30% off your first order. I'll also have it linked down in the description below so you don't miss out. Okay, so after I have my first meal, then I go straight to work. And today, as you can see, I'm filming, I'm editing, I'm actually working on some blog posts. I'm also working on some recipe development for my upcoming meal plans for both the summer and fall meal plans coming this year, which I'm super excited about. Very, very, very busy with work. Lunch is all about time efficiency for me. A lunch that I've been liking lately and what I actually had today is cottage cheese with blueberries and my double chocolate chip grain-free granola. So using cottage cheese is like my little hack to get a really fast and easy source of protein. Just make sure you never get those single serve containers. What you want to do is get those larger containers. And when you eat half of one of those containers, it's roughly 30 grams of protein. So I scoop out a half of the cottage cheese and I top it with some fresh blueberries, or I'll saute up some frozen blueberries if I don't have fresh blueberries, or really just like whatever fruit I have on hand. But today I did have fresh blueberries. And then I added on about a 1/4 cup of my double chocolate chip grain-free granola. So this is actually one of the new recipes that I developed for my upcoming fall meal plan that's coming later this year. It's so good and so easy to make. I like to prep a big batch of it on the weekend, and it usually lasts like a couple weeks. And then I'll just keep the jars in the fridge so it lasts longer. But it's made with like walnuts and pecans and ghee, as well as chia seeds, cocoa powder, cinnamon, and zero sugar chocolate chips. So it's zero added sugar, zero grain. It's just an amazing source of high quality fat as well as some fiber to add to my meal. So that way I'm able to have a lunch where it's literally just 3 ingredients that I can dump together in a bowl. And if I'm really in a pinch, like I was today, I can go back to my office and just like eat it out of that bowl. The whole meal literally takes 2 minutes to put together, which I do have 2 brand new meal plans coming out this year that I'm so excited about. I've been recipe developing for so long, still currently recipe developing for them. There's gonna be over 50 recipes in each of the meal plans, all focused on high quality sources of protein, fat, and fiber to help you achieve a body recomposition goal, and all really simple and delicious. Can't wait. So if you guys wanna stay in the loop, make sure that you're notified as soon as those come out, because trust me, you won't wanna miss them. They will also be limited release. You can sign up for my free weekly newsletter. I'll have it linked down in the description below. And in the meantime, when you sign up for my free weekly newsletter, you also get 10 free recipes sent immediately to you. So overall, just like a delicious win-win. Now at lunch, Sage typically eats the same thing as me. Trevor actually did not have work today, so he put together her meal, but we always make sure that we do center it around a high quality source of protein as well, whether that be tuna or cottage cheese or skyr or some type of leftover meat or protein that we had from the night before. Okay, so I had to eat my lunch a little bit earlier today because I had Pilates like immediately after. This is not ideal. I don't like to eat right before working out, but just because of the timing of this class, it is what it is. But lately I've been doing a mix of Pilates as well as strength training. I've been doing about 1 to 2 days per week of Pilates and then having like 1 to 2, sometimes 3 days per week of strength training. I found that this combination has made me feel so much stronger throughout this pregnancy. I literally like don't even feel pregnant most of the time, which is great because it's so much better than the previous pregnancy that I had with Sage, where everything was a little bit more of a struggle. But I do think it's because this time I have maintained more strength training as well as core training in slightly modified ways, of course, because I am pregnant, with Pilates and strength training, while also making sure I'm eating this higher protein type of diet. All of that has just made it so that I feel stronger and better. And so far, knock on every piece of wood, I've been feeling great. So on my way to Pilates as well as back from Pilates, I have my big water that I also fill with electrolytes. I like to use Element. You guys know I love their grapefruit salt, and that is so important to make sure that I'm not getting muscle cramps, which are very common common with pregnancy, especially since I am exercising. So then tonight for dinner, I'm actually not recipe testing. This is like one of the few nights that I'm not testing one of the recipes for either the fall or summer meal plans that are coming up this year. But instead I'm sticking to just like a tried and true simple recipe because today was so hectic. And I made my summer veggies hash recipe, which is from my 6-week body recomposition program. And I paired it with some marinated Greek chicken that I put on the grill. The summer veggies hash uses sweet potato and carrots and zucchini and tomatoes. So that mixture of low and medium glycemic load carbohydrates to help refuel my muscles after the workout, but also to keep my blood sugar levels really stable and make sure I'm satiated and getting those important micronutrients. I sauteed up with onions and garlic and paprika, dried basil, red chili flakes. I just love adding so much flavor to my food because when you love your food, you are going to eat it. This whole meal is just really fast and easy, and I love it because it's a little versatile. So I'll use this basic recipe to use up leftovers from my pantry or fridge as well. So if I have extra other types of veggies, I'll throw it in there too. And then if I'm still hungry, I'll add some avocado for some fat and fiber. And then I'm also throwing in some cilantro to this meal just for that extra brightness and flavor. I also just had some extra on hand and it goes really well with this meal. If you are carb sensitive, you could swap out the sweet potato for cauliflower, which would make it very low glycemic load and also still delicious, which like I mentioned, this recipe is from my body recomposition program, which I released last year. And it's the program that I developed to help me actually achieve my 20-pound postpartum weight loss goal. So if you guys want to check out my body recomposition program, I will have it linked down description below as well as pop up right here somewhere. So for the Greek chicken, I marinated it with some olive oil, some lemon, some oregano, some salt, some garlic powder. I marinated that while I was prepping the rest of my dinner. And then I just threw it on the grill and then paired it with the summer veggies hash once done. And then with this pregnancy, I have just not been craving anything after that. Like I get really full and satisfied from each of these higher protein, low to medium glycemic load meals. I don't really have a sugar tooth. I just feel good. And then we just go to sleep and I get great sleep because I'm not eating late too. And a lot of the things I mentioned in today's video can be found on Thrive Market and delivered directly to your door. So if you want to get that 30% off discount plus a free gift valued up to $60, make sure you head over to thrivemarket.com/autumnbates, or you can click the link in my description box down below so you don't miss out on the discount. Now, what I ate when I was working toward my 20-pound postpartum weight loss goal was slightly different. So if you do want to see exactly what I ate in a day to achieve that goal, you can find that with this video next. Also, if you're new to my channel and you love this science-backed information, make sure you subscribe right here. Come out new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video.